Greetings, I'm your host, Dr. Wolfula, and happy 4th of July! I thought I'd take a moment of your valuable time away from blowing up a part of our beloved nation by talking about a truly American, long-lost horror film, the patriotically named All-American Massacre. It's a film I wish to someday review, but until then, all I can do is talk about what it could have been. You see, All-American Massacre was supposed to be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 spin-off, starring the fan-favorite Leatherface brother, Chop Top Sawyer, played by Bill Moseley, the deranged hippie cannibal who served in Vietnam and has a plate in his head to prove it. You know, he does too, because the guy just loves to pick at it with a hanger for little snacks.
Music is my life.
All-American Massacre began as a 15-minute short conceived by Tony William Hooper, son of the late Texas Chainsaw series co-creator Tobe Hooper, but was soon expanded to a full-length feature with an expected theatrical release. Filming began in 1998 and production wrapped in 2000, which was around the time the teaser for All-American Massacre was released on the internet. Nearly 20 years later, the teaser is the only glimpse of what the film could have been. All-American Massacre was set to be a prequel/sequel to Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Set years after the events of Chop Top's debut and supposed death at the hands of Stretch the DJ, the Sonny Bono wig-wearing Sawyer boy has landed himself in a psychiatric prison for decades. A journalist seeks to interview Chop Top about his past, and the lunatic happily obliges, offering flashbacks to past crimes with his family, including Leatherface and Chop Top's twin, Nubbins, and detailing his origin story. The flashback story time would eventually culminate in Chop Top beginning a new massacre, an All-American Massacre. So why didn't All-American Massacre see the light of day after all this time? Well, I would assume the real reason is rights issues. The film uses Texas Chainsaw Massacre characters, the rights to the series are constantly changing hands, and the production was likely unauthorized. Rumor has it that the rights holders were afraid that the spin-off would further damage the franchise after Next Generation came out. I don't blame them for being a little cautious after that debacle. According to Tony Hooper, though, it was just a money issue during post-production, which is really vague. It's not like there's a fucking CGI giant monster in this flick. All that would need to be done is the editing, I'd imagine. Of course, the film has had a website and an on and off social media presence building up hope for its release. There was even an attempt at a Kickstarter that failed to reach its goal. Bill Moseley in recent years has said that he doubts the film will ever see release, but there are rumors that low-quality bootlegs of a rough cut are in circulation. I've seen no evidence to support this, though, which is a shame. If All-American Massacre did suck, it'd be worth it just to see more of Chop Top, the standout of the second film.
Hey, lick my plate, you dog dick!
The flick was supposedly going to be scored by Buckethead too, as evidenced by the music used in the teaser, and the musician even played Leatherface in the film, by wearing a fat suit of course. Though the film's release is unlikely, in some ways, it's much more fascinating in its unreleased form, speculated upon for years. Texas Chainsaw 3D was actually released 5 years ago, nobody's still talking about it today. Meanwhile, the plot of Rob Zombie's Devil's Rejects sequel, 3 from Hell, seems to be a similar concept, so at least we can see Bill Moseley in that. I do hold hope to see Chop Top return one day, though. It's the American dream, after all. I guess. I don't really know that much about America. Anyway, happy 4th of July, everybody!